Hi there, vinyl community. Welcome back to another video in the series of weird, strange, and odd records from the Thrift. Um, Last video I showed you a holy grail. This video I got something similar. It's not really a holy grail, but it's a record I was after years and years ago. Totally forgot about it. Saw it at the Thrift for $1, and I was really, really excited. I'm still very, very excited. I only have 5 LPs. That's it. These are all Thrift finds, no new vinyl at all. Let's get started. First record is a very trashed and beat up album. I just had to have it. Uh, it's not really my cup of tea. I'm sorry, can do nothing about it. This is Ricardo and Bobby Cruz, jamming live. Um, Ricardo, Ray, and Bobby Cruz, they're Latin American artists, musicians, singers, whatever. Um, this came out in 1970 something. Totally forgot. Doesn't really say, but it's on the Via label, and I thought it looked very, very interesting. It's this Gatefold. It's not. It's just ripped to shreds. It's seam split galore. It's salsa music. Not my cup of tea, to be quite honest. But yeah, I always enjoy seeing records like this. I pick them up, I listen to them, and I know they're not really what I like, but I give it a shot anyway. Next record I have not heard yet, and I don't know whether or not I'm gonna like it. Um, I have an album by the backing band of this group was a instrumental group, and they started to write disco songs, and it became different. The original instrumental group, I have a record by them, and I really enjoyed that one. But otherwise, I just know them for one track. This is a Casey and the Sunshine Band. You know, that's the way. Um, this is not that album. This is a different album, so this might be okay. Do you want to go party? And they're on a cork, and complete picture is this champagne bottle, and they're on a cork. It's a gatefold. This one is a true gatefold. Comes in its original inner sleeve. It's on TK Records. And I haven't heard it, but I know for a fact that it's disco. It came out in 1979, so this is at the tail end of disco, like the real 70s disco era. Gonna listen to it, and I don't know. We'll see. Then we have a compilation album by the Stylistics. This is called The Best of the Stylistics. This is volume 1, which is on AFCO. We're talking UK pressing on this one. I have volume 2. Yeah, it's the Stylistics. It's very smooth soul music. Bet You by Golly Wow is on here. Everybody knows that one. So yeah, it's maybe a little bit too smooth, but again, we'll see. Then one album I did hear, and that is the OJ's. So Full of Love. It's pretty beat. Also needs to be glued. This one I enjoyed. It's smooth at times, but it's funky other times. Strokety Stroke. That's a good track. That's funky. And everybody Used to Be My Girl. Everybody knows that song. This is from 1978. Comes in the original inner sleeve, and it's on Philadelphia International. The whole album is pretty trashed. The vinyl itself is okay, but the sleeve is terrible. But I don't mind. Paid a buck for this. So, OJ's. Now, the last record, this was a quick video for now, but the last record I'm going to explain a little bit. A couple of years ago, I was more into movies than I am now, and I watched a lot of movies on TV mostly. And a lot of those movies were old movies, like 60s, 70s, maybe even older than that. Um, and I watched movies from different countries. I live in the Netherlands, and we have a lot of different channels from around Europe, um, British channels, German channels, Belgian channels. Um, and on the German channels, they were showing a lot of classic old uh, movies from France, Germany as well. And the movies from France, they were intriguing. They were interesting. Um, I watched them. Most of the movies that I did watch were like action oriented or crime or thrillers or adventure movies. Uh, Mind you, these were all from the 60s and 70s, these movies, so old. And I constantly heard soundtrack music, and I was like, okay, I really dig the groovy sounds I'm hearing. I really like it. And I was heavy into buying CD compilations from various labels at the time that focused on German, French, Italian soundtrack music. Um, and because of my interest in those movies and hearing those soundtracks, I understood that the person who made them was an intriguing person, and I wanted to have vinyl by that particular person or those persons. Um, One of those persons was the record I in the start said, no, I wanted that record for a very, very long time. Totally forgot about it, and then I saw it. That particular artist is Francois de Roubaix. This is Le plus belle musique du film de François de Roubaix, Volume 2, which means probably the greatest music from the movies made by François de Roubaix. Now, a lot of you will probably go like, who? But I know there's guys out there who, when they see this, they go like, yeah, that's a good one. Big Star 1000, I'm sure he knows about this. Chris from Switzerland, I'm sure he knows about this. But a lot of you might not know about this guy. He's a pretty prolific composer in the 60s and 70s. As far as I know, he met an untimely death. This particular compilation, part 2, is from 1977, and it features music from these movies, as you can see: Crime, what else do we got? Again, action and crime. This is a horror movie. And there's Klaus Kinski. So you kind of know what genre of movies this man, Francois de Roubaix, made music for. Very cool, groovy, slightly funky, but mostly groovy soundtrack music. Doesn't really, yeah, it does say. We're talking 1967 up until 1976. So it's that particular era of movies that he made music for. It's a French release on the Barclay label, and I really am psyched. And 2022 so far, vinyl wise, is amazing. I can say nothing else about it. It's so far a much better year than last year. I haven't found as many records as I did last year. It wasn't that many, actually. I think It was under 70 records that I picked up. But yeah, so far, 2022 is the best year in a long while concerning vinyl. So, really, really happy that I found that particular record. Um, I'm keeping it short. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for people who recently subscribed. Uh, keep doing it. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button and maybe even hit the notification bell because, hey, I have the idea that a lot of people don't know that I put out videos because there's a lot of people making videos. So click on that little bell so you know that I uploaded a video. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.